my god. What a nightmare.
For real.
God. How do you even make that decision as a parent? Like, to have to take your kid off life support. That's awful. But it's like after so long on being on life support, what if you're sitting at like 90 days? Think about 90 days. You still have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So if the doctors say that there's no hope, if they're a vegetable, if they're absolutely brain dead,
Yeah.
having to make that decision, that's so... Because if you believe in God, then you'll forever have that thought of what if...
Yeah.
One more day, like, what if a miracle happened and we hadn't done it? I'd have to have some pretty cold, hard proof. And be homeless.
Yeah. But then you also can't.
I'd try to give them my brain.
For sure.
Can we do that yet? Can we do brain transfer? Bionic brains? Yeah, we got shit to like artificially keep our heart going. So like if we could just get some like artificial fucking brains up in here. But that's the thing. You can't make an artificial brain. You can like put a bunch of fucking software in something that can act kind of like a human, but it will be no brain.
Yeah.
And your body won't be able to...
Like
you'll eventually die because you won't be able to move that the way that you've been used to moving your whole life anyway.
Yeah, the only way I would see the robot and like technology gaining that, like a brain, that can't happen, but like the only way the robot taking over the world and all that would be controlled
robots.
by like controlled.
Oh, I think robots definitely could, like, just
like
army of robots, yeah, like
military shit now, like
humanoid
they have the little bomb thing and shit like that.
But like an actual, like,
I could
medically, like, science-wise, doing like a brain, like how they have the pacers for the hearts. That you know, the thing that goes on your heart that literally makes sure your heart keeps beating. Like evenly. But anyway. You couldn't do that with the brain because there's no way for like, just technology-wise, to put something in here that could control everything that our brain has to control to keep us alive, like organ-wise and like totally involuntary things.
Yeah.
Because there's no way we could even like think of all the things, I don't think.
It's just energy.
But not even. Like, if you just think about, like, down to, like, everything in our body is, like, moving and working together, right? All of our, just organs-wise. Just think of it that way. You think about, you have, like, your large intestine, your small intestine, but they're all doing their job.
Yeah, without us telling
us. Without
you
us
telling it to do so.
Right, but we...
thinking it to do so.
Right, but we, like, do a lot of things without thinking.
Yeah.
but we weren't born doing them. That it's from, like, we were not taught that.
Yeah.
Like, in the womb, that starts, like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we are cloning machines. Women. And, like, we are God, each of us. And we literally grow life. And there's not supposed to be, but, like, more than, like, one woman. And a bunch of husbands. Reverse polygamy.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm just kidding. But I just think that, like, how else? How? There's no way. There's no way you could ever develop anything. There's no science, study, nothing you could do. Plus all of the, like, acids and everything in there that works together and stuff. We don't know if our brain has something to do with how those are moving and functioning and pooping and peeing. Pooping and peeing. How are you gonna get technology for that shit? You would have to literally, in order to do it, you could do it, but in order to do it, you would have to, you could have the technology to do the arms and the legs and the blah, 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 and the voice.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But in order to do everything else, you'd have to first figure out all of the hormones and acids and chemicals and whatever. So you could do tests, basically. And then you would have to somehow have the base, like, technology big thing up here.
Mm-hmm.
And have it connect somehow into each thing. Like, it would have to be, like, physically attached to be able to move or, like, send a signal to alert each thing to do what it's supposed to do. Which would never even be possible. Because you would die. Trying to get to your wires through your organs.
And maybe it does something with the brain.
What? The brain is like the magic. Like, that's where it's at.
So maybe
No,
something.
there's nothing. That's why I started. Oh my gosh. If I didn't have CMT and shaky ass hands, I would be a neurosurgeon. I love the brain. Because we know so much about it, but we know nothing about it. Like, first of all, where did it come from? Like, there's nothing else that has a brain like ours. And, you know, evolution, I don't believe in that bullshit. Because then we'd have something closer to an ape. Like, it would be still right. There's too big of a jump. So it's either aliens or God.
Well, but
maybe God is an alien.
And no disrespect to if there is an actual God.
Well, there is a God. There's a higher power. Because there's no other way. Something else put us here. Like, for sure. Something created this. Yeah, I don't know.
There's no Big Bang and we were here either. Because, like, the fuck?
Like, okay, so, what? And you know this, because you were there? Oh, because we have documents from... What? Okay, and so if it was a big bang, then, how does that explain how we fucking got here? Here.
Have a fucking
We.
conscious. We. Us.
Us.
One.
Because look how much we've accomplished, humans, and evolved ourselves over the past time that we've known, like 2,000 years.
Yeah.
2,020 years that we actually have documentation of. Look at that.
People focus on the wrong things.
But then it's like, so what? What put us here? What is it?
And for why?
What are these? Can you tell me? What are these?
Or maybe, in a way, the god or higher thing is a brain. And then, when that brain dies, it kind of a bunch of other brains, like all your memories and stuff like that, go out. And
well, I think it's like in the Bible. I think I believe in the Bible. I do, but not word for word.
yeah, and they put too much of a physical human being.
I don't believe in Jesus Christ. Like, I believe in a Christ, but I believe in the Holy Spirit as Christ.
Yeah.
Version of Jesus, okay? Because it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I believe in the third option.
Yeah. Yeah, because
It's one.
because
It's one thing.
when they say Jesus, they just,
The
I guess,
Father, the Son, which is the Son, which is able to continue life on, because you have to have the other half to the female. You have to have the man. So the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So, like, that was who was sent to God. And men are naturally, like, more leaders anyway.
Yeah.
So that's just the example. Okay, the Father, the daughter, and the lit spirit. Like, whatever you want to say, it's symbolic. God, humans, in between. Us to him. Our communication. That's how I see it. So, anyway, if you take it like how I take it, if you would have just done, you know, the right thing and, like, valued Earth and, like, what God did and, like, really believed, you know, not if organized religion wasn't a thing and, like, people actually did what we
just helped
did what
each
we
other.
do. If everybody was like us, basically.
But everybody says
It wouldn't. We wouldn't need all of this. We would still have progressed and had technology or whatever in the areas that we really needed it. But all the extra wouldn't be there because we wouldn't need it. We would be conditioned to, like, being, like, to have gratitude, basically. That's what it is. To be grateful to be here every day.
Yeah.
And to remember that. And to remember, wow, I can think. The end. Like what? Nothing else that we know of can think to themselves. They just do. Humans are the only ones that can, like, actually think.
Yeah, and we teach them to.
Everything else is instinctive. Except for Dash, he's human. But Dart, instinct. Camden, instinct.
See, that's then, like, what if there is fucking
But it's like there's
reincarnation?
a reason why those are our pets. Like, maybe we need them for some support, for that connection to,
Someone sent
for that connection to life, other life.
Yeah.
It brings us back to that. So that's why we have dogs
To
and cats.
respect other, a whole living.
I don't know about reincarnation or afterlife or
No.
anything like that. I just know
But
what
to
we're doing here is wrong. And according to the Bible, the, day of reckoning where the decision is made, it's not going to be anything like that. It's the decision, it's going to be a group decision, basically, because we're doing it now. We're choosing, and the bad's outweighing the good. And we can either fix that
Or
and save ourselves, or keep going down this road and ruin what we have, and just eventually die. I don't think it would be because of war or anything like that before it was just because we ran out of shit. And it was more like a fucking, what's it called?